Hiya, Cosmic Cat, Tarot here. Today I was feeling the energy of a blank slate, as if some of you are starting anew. It's like you have the aces in your hand, ones, about the self, about starting a new self. Some are also emptying their minds. That's part of a clean slate. It's it's like a rebirth feeling that I feel. So before I begin the reading, I would like to take a deep breath with you. I want to first also say thank you for coming to my channel. This was definitely meant for you. If you clicked on it, if it showed up in your feed, I'm very grateful for this opportunity that we have together. Hopefully we will find some healing, some answers, some guidance along the way on this little path and time we have together today. So first, let's go ahead and we're going to close our eyes. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in through our nose, and as we do that, we're going to imagine that oxygen going up to our crown chakra, our brain, and coming down behind our eyes, our mind's eye, our throat, down into our heart. We're going to feel it go through our belly, down all the way through our knees to the feet, and out the ground, out of our feet through the ground. So okay, and we're going to try to visualize that we're a tree here. And while we're doing these 3 breaths together, if you feel like on the exhale, exhaling out of your mouth and sighing to relieve any sort of tension or anything that's in your body that you want to release, that it's time to let go of, anything in your mind, anything in your muscles, anything in your joints, any part of your body that's aching at this time that you'd just like to have some release in. We want to focus on that area, and we want to imagine breath just circulating and flowing through that space in that part particular of our body. Because that also, health did also come up in my meditation today. It was really quite empty. It was spirits with us. They're here. They want you to know you're loved, you're guided, even if you can't feel their presence at all. If you're in a space or in a location of where you don't have the sunlight, if you have the seasonal depression, if you're just feeling alone or emptiness, they just want you to know, they want you to know that you are protected. You still have, you always have your guardian angel, you always have your animal spirit guide. That those are 2 spirits that are with you from the time you are born onto this planet until the time that your soul passes on. So that was a message that I did receive. And before we take these deep breaths, I am going to go ahead and call in spirit again with you now. Spirit, source, God, universe, whatever you may like to call it. I would like to call upon you now to be present here in this space. Archangel Michael, please be present and protect us with your sword. Protect our energy, our aura. Archangel Raphael, please be present for your healing energy that you offer us. Gabriel, please grant us the strength that we need in times we feel weak. Archangel Uriel, please give us the strength and the blessing and the wealth of an abundance of your plant matter, the Mother Gaia, Earth. And now I call upon our ancestors and spirit guides with the highest healing vibration of love only are welcome in this space today. And you may also call upon any ancestors of yours that have passed that are no longer here on this physical plane, but you would like for them to join us in this reading today. And we're going to go ahead and take our deep breath in our nose. last one. Okay, let's get started. And the significator card that we're going to use, this is the Major Arcana Dragon deck. We are still in the year of the dragon. Okay, the spirit wants to know at this time. Just like these cards, it's too many. Just like these cards, there was a sense of scatteredness, perhaps. But then it was like empty too, so I'm feeling a mix of energies here with all of us, the collective. Okay. All right, power. You have the number 4. Number 4 could be significant for some of you. This is the Emperor card in the Major Arcana deck. Please allow yourself to feel whatever energies come your way when you look at this card. Feel it and allow those feelings to come. Allow them in, accept them. They are part of your being. We want to just allow and hold space for ourselves to see and feel what we feel without any sort of attachments or any sort of judgments. The Emperor is all about power. So this is the significator. This will be your general overall reading for you today. This is a wonderful card to receive. Yeah, some of you are definitely standing in this power right now. Some of you have always had this energy. Others are just now reaching it. So the ones that have always had it are struggling to hold on to it, some of you. Some of you are struggling to hold on to it. Others have not ever known what this is, and you're actually starting to feel this power. And it is an unknown feeling, yet it's also a good feeling. And this is actually power for yourself in your life. And this power comes with a great, big, huge heart. My heart is just feeling so full and centered right now with this energy that is coming to me. You're holding something in your hand here. It looks like you have a crystal ball in your hand. It looks like a crystal ball in your hand. Like you have, so some of you may be seers or scryers. You're working with energy to dig deeper in your spiritual realm. Spiritual realm is in your own sacred space with your own self, not necessarily per se with a group or an organization of any sort. Some of you are musicians. I see this. So at first this looked like a drum arm. I can't think of the name of them, but you know what you beat the drums with. Then I got closer to see it's an arrow. It's an arrow. So you have an arrow here. And with my heart feeling, I think that this could also mean for some of you, there's love coming your way. There's a lot of red energy here. Your root chakra is extremely important, especially if you are considering love in the air. And 4 does resemble, it's about stability, foundation, family, roots. You're on this rock, which is very stable. These trees behind you that look to be dead there, which more than likely will come back to life. But they also resemble the roots that are underground. So I'm feeling the sense of as above, so below with this. So root chakra and third eye with the purple wings. So there's a balance with this between it. Spirit saying that if you feel ringing in your ears, if you're having symptoms of strange new symptoms, but you've already been checked out by the doctor and you have overall good health, that is a process you're going through spiritually. And to keep going. Then I'm not sure if you can hear the train in the background, but I just heard the train's horn. So there's like like the ringing in the ear. It's awareness, it's spirit, not just tapping on your shoulder, but like trying to gain your attention to dig a little deeper, maybe try to find out some information about what that means, search the web, utilize it for healthy purposes. Okay, let's try to get some more information here. I'm gonna start with original tarot. What does Spirit want us to know today about this energy, this power? Okay. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. A breakthrough, a major breakthrough for you. This is the divine arm offering you the sword. And this sword has 2 leaves hanging from it. One is from an olive branch, which resembles peace. And on the other side of your crown, that is atop this sword here, is a fern, or a palm limb. And palms represent strength. They're very durable. They offer protection. This goes really well with your power, the Emperor that you're stepping into. It's a lot of momentum. Some of you may be feeling your sacral chakra. It's a lot of it where our power is held, is the space between our belly button and our private area, our lower belly. That is where a lot of our power is held. So you may be having some feelings there or movement. It's important to pay attention to this. Okay, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working. You're diligently working on this. You already have these completed, and you're just focused. You're focused on your work. You're focused on something. You're focused on reaching a goal. Perhaps you're focused on reaching better health. Or maybe perhaps families coming back again. This is the number 8. It's also the year of this number's year, 2024. This is a timeless reading. And it's also a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for others. But the 8th house is about power. It's ruled by the planet Pluto and Scorpios. So it's about relationships. So that makes sense as to why that would come in play with this energy. So you're going to have a breakthrough with your family, with your relationships with others. It's going to be transformational. And your guides just want you to know to be okay with it. Okay, let's see what does the angel text before us to know about this event. I'm getting, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid at this time for those of you that are in unknown territory. Wow. Okay, we just got, you are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Yeah, and there's also mermaids in there. So some of you may have been mermaids in your past life, perhaps sirens. You're, wow, look at that. I'm trying to get it in there just right for you to see. Look how beautiful this card is. It's an archangel holding. Again, the scrying is coming into play. Like with what we had here, the ball in the hand. Some of you are definitely working on this. And the Spirit wants you to keep going. And also know that you are clairvoyant. You are clairvoyant. Let's just see. I want to see what angel this is here. On the angels send you this card to help you trust the visions you receive in your mind's eye during dream time, as well as the signs that you physically see, such as recurring numbers, feathers, coins, flashes of light, and so forth. So it doesn't say this in the book, but I am going to add to you. Also the sounds, what I was mentioning before about the ringing in the ear. Since the Creator is all-seeing, it stands to reason that you and everyone else would inherit the gift of spiritual sight. So this is Archangel Raziel, and here is an affirmation you can say. Archangel Raziel, I call upon you now. Please surround me with the highest and purest vibrations of divine love to heal and release my old fears connected to my spiritual sight. Yeah, this is some of you that are having this change in your life of all of these different weird physical things could be. You're struggling a little bit with that. And they're wanting you to know that it's okay and to not be afraid. Release any fears that you have for it or any blockages. I'm feeling guided to do an angel number for you today. Let's see what number we get. What's the angel number that you want to let us know? May have something to do, we're going to take the top one here. This may have something to do with visions you're seeing that are new to you in meditation. I'll just pick that up. 1331. If you've seen these numbers lately, this number altogether, or ones and threes, also in like combination 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11, 33, 33, any kind of multiples of ones, multiples of threes, or 1331. These are affirmations that this is a message Spirit wants you to know. And if you haven't really been aware of that part or side of you, it's time to start. So start now and pay attention to signs, to odometers, speedometers, license plates, the time on the clock, anything. If someone, has throws something at you, not throw physically, but like says something to you and it has those numbers, be aware of that and think back to this card, or just look up, Google the spiritual meaning behind it, because that's spirit trying to reach you and send you a message. And if you're someone that hasn't had any losses in your life of someone close to you, but you're having some feelings and you're having, coins show up at you randomly when you're on the ground, you see a penny or you see a dime or nickel or anything like that, feathers, anything that's out of the norm for you, that means that you're still having someone. You always have had a guardian angel. You've always had an animal spirit, and they may be trying to reach out to you. Also, you have ancestors that you may have never met before that's trying to reach you and get your attention for something. Because oftentimes the universe tries to reach out to us when things are going to happen, and they give us a heads up in some ways. Sometimes they give us a heads up. Sometimes things just happen immediately like that and our lives ever change. But sometimes they give us a heads up to try to prepare us for things. And it's important for you. It will help you on your journey, on this journey that you're on in this life cycle, to pay attention to that. So 1331, good fortune, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. That's beautiful. That's really nice. Yeah, things are going to be okay. I'm going to just pull another card here from our animal deck. I'm going to see about this. Okay. Page of Swords. So we had the Ace of Swords, and now we have the Page of Swords. Excuse me. Goodness, pardon me. Oh. Okay, the Page of Swords. You're kind of screaming at a peaceful dove here. So perhaps you're being defensive in a situation, or someone close to you is being defensive. So it's time to look closely at that and maybe meditate on it to see if it's an illusion in your thoughts or if it's reality. Because it's almost as, are you actually trying to push spirit away because you're terrified of this? Some of you, I believe, are. That is a message I just received. Yeah, they want you to look at this and release any sort of fear or defensiveness. Sometimes our defensiveness that we have has came about as a result of a conditioned mindset that we've been placed in. So they want you to really meditate upon this, get to the bottom of it, and make sure that you're not being defensive with everyone around you, including yourself. Because when we put that block or that wall up, it's an ego protection mechanism that is used, that the mind thinks that it's helping and it's protecting us, but in reality it only hurts us more. Okay, what else does Spirit want us to know today? What else does Spirit want us to know? 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. An abundance. I'm claiming ownership of these. And I actually get a sense of passion in this card. So I'm not sure if some of you have an Aries or a Leo or Sagittarius in your life or in your chart, but it may be worth checking out. I'm also getting music again. Some of you are musicians, and if you're seeking the limelight, it will come if you stay focused and work through what's needed to work through in your life, in yourself. It will come. This is very earthy energy. 7 could be significant for you as well. 7 is a spiritual number. It's also the 7th of a particular month, or the 7th month of the year could be significant for you, of when a time of something will happen for you. And on the bottom we have the Lover's card. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, love could be coming to you. This is definitely true. And this is actually true, authentic, pure love with detachment, so that you can still maintain your individuality, but also be in pure love with someone else who also you freely allow to have their individuality. Because it's very important for us to be able to have our own space and also be able to share space with others. Okay, well, speaking of musicians, I'm going to pull a card here from the Grateful Dead Tarot deck. The Spirit want us to know. That one was one. I think both of these actually. The Journey. And the Four of Bolts, which is Wands. I was feeling that one energy. Yeah, you're on a journey. Again, we have the number 7. So 7, if you're seeing 7s, a lot of 7s. So 1, 3s, and 7s, are definitely standing out. There's some letting go on this journey that some of you, it's time for you to release. It's time for you to allow the new self of you to grow. It's like planting a seed. Either you have planted a seed in your life, or someone else has planted a seed on behalf of you, which would more than likely be not someone else, but the spirit, the universe. And now it's time for you to flourish and release and let go of attachments, release and let go of the way of life that you once knew, because it's time for a fresh new beginning now. It's a fresh new start. There's duality here with the black and the white. This is because you're wise enough. You've reached the state of knowing there's duality, and you're perfectly balanced right in the middle with it. You have spirit with you. You're ready. And for the deadheads out there, this is Jackaroo. So maybe it's time to listen to that song. Okay, this is the Four of Bolts, Four of Wands. Again, we have these 4s, and 4s are about family, stability, roots, your origin. And this, I'm getting that your origin didn't just begin with the birth on this time and space with the family that you were born into at this time. Spirit is wanting you to know that your birth began a long, long time ago. These pyramids are giving me vibes of Giza, ancient Egypt. There's a huge moon here. Yeah. So it's time for you to maybe explore, learn a little history on ancient Egypt, and know that just like flowers that bloomed from a little baby seed, so did you many, many, many moons ago. Okay. We're going to pull an animal spirit card from the deck here. Animal spirit we have today for this reading. Spirit we have today for this reading. Okay. Oh, perfect. This is wonderful. A lion. I have a lion. We got some Leos out there. I know I mentioned them earlier with the pentacles here. Yeah, if you've seen lion recently, this is definitely an affirmation. If you are a Leo, this is definitely a reading for you as well. But this is generally for everyone and this reading. And it goes really perfect. It goes really hand in hand with this emperor. I mean, the lion, the emperor, they're very much, lion is very courageous. They're very courageous. And they don't really, courageous lion, they're very family oriented too. So I'm picking up family again. So some of you have things going on with your family that's going to allow you to have a fresh new beginning with them. And maybe you've actually taught your family something in a tough love or hard way or situation at this time. Sort of getting that for you in this reading right now. Okay, we're going to pull Stick Sister here. Stick Sister, it wants to come out. Okay, we have Urania. Wisdom. Gold. You are surrounded in gold. And again, she's holding a ball. She's holding a crystal ball too. Please let me know if you are scrying or if you've been doing it for a long time. If it's intensified, because I feel like some of you have practiced this for maybe decades and it's not ever went far enough for you to allow energy to flow through like you had maybe once wanted, but it is now. I'm definitely feeling that. Some of you are starting out and this is spirit affirming for you to keep going. Keep going. Yeah, we have wisdom here. You know about death and rebirth. There's no doubt about it. You're not afraid. You're courageous like that lion. You're also enlightened. You have a crown of stars above you and you have spirit with you. You're very powerful, extremely powerful. Yeah, extremely powerful. Let's see what this guidebook says about Urania. Philosophy, knowledge, intelligence. Urania is the ancient Greek muse of astronomy. Her energy is directed toward endless expansion of the mind. She represents the enthusiastic and dedicated student with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. When we take the opportunity to expand our knowledge of any particular subject, an interconnectedness of all truths can be recognized. When this card comes to you, Urania encourages you to travel in your mind, imagine other possibilities, and playfully philosophize about alternative reality maps. She encourages furthering education or using the knowledge you've already obtained to its full potential. There we go. Yeah, about astronomy. Some of you are reaching out with that. Also, again, the scrying, I mean, that's part of it. Maybe that's part of your work that you're doing. Family is really big in this reading today. Let me know below if this resonates with you. That's all I have. I hope you have a blessed day. The divine light in me greets the divine light in you. Meow.